Previously on Meerkat Manor. Roving season kicked off in style, with Daisy's Ubuntu girls becoming moving targets for Hakuna Matata Rovers. First, serial dater Shandy, then his brother Belphegor. A dust storm whipped through the manor, during which 3 of Swift's eldest daughters disappeared, leaving the treacherous Pandy as her most senior subordinate. As the breeding season heats up in the Kalahari, family changes are underway. The imminent arrival of newborns exposes tensions and causes rifts. But from these divisions, new alliances can form, and new dynasties may rise. Fortune can favor the brave, but those departing must make smart choices or get lucky. Life has already changed at the Whiskers. It's been 2 weeks since Bones, Crimson and Epsilon left home, leaving Swift short of 3 senior females. Their disappearance has come at a bad time. She's nearing the end of her pregnancy and is going to need all the babysitting help she can get with her 3rd litter this year. But right now, her hormones are raging and she's evicting anyone who could pose a danger to her new pups. Last night, she kicked out daughters Pandy and Mercy. Pandy proved untrustworthy earlier in the year when she attacked her mother in an aggressive attempted coup. She's hardly redeemed herself, offering little help since becoming Swift's deputy. And if she's been seduced by a rover, she could also be pregnant, making her the greatest domestic threat to Swift's new litter. Mercy may also be a problem. But this morning, the 2 evictees are still hovering nearby in the desperate hope that their mother will change her mind. Swift is normally resolute in these matters, but her decision to evict the pair exacerbates her childcare problem. She's effectively sacked her nannies before hiring new ones. But could she really consider giving treacherous Pandy another chance? Or has their relationship reached the point of no return? While Swift is having problems with her daughters, Ubuntu matriarch Daisy has girl trouble of her own. It's her daughter's dating profiles that are giving her a headache. For the past few weeks, her patch has become the go-to hangout for every frisky young buck on the manor. But woe betide anyone who falls for their charms. Pregnant daughters here face the same fate as everywhere else. To add to Daisy's problems, her two eldest females, Ricky and Wren, have recently vanished. And this morning, the native has gone too. It's all getting a bit much. Daisy leans heavily on the help, and without her best babysitters to supervise, the kids are running amok. It's a situation she could well do without, now that she too is pregnant again. Still, routines must be stuck to, and she heads out in search of a hearty breakfast. But it's her son, Mikkel, who hits the jackpot. A bird's egg is tough to crack. But once he's in, Daisy can't resist. Sunny side up or scrambled, it's too good for a lowly subordinate. Poor Mikkel. While Daisy and her boys are distracted, they miss not just one, but two mystery males heading their way. It looks like Daisy's headache is about to get a whole lot worse. A short distance away, Hakuna Matata rover Belphegor is also seeking his luck in Ubuntu territory. But this time, he's brought a sidekick. His nephew, Gurk. With barely 6 months between them, the boys are like brothers, and the partnership is already bearing fruit. They've scored a double date with none other than Daisy's missing duo, Ricky and Wren. Together, this foursome has enormous potential. If one couple can make a go of it, and the other two accept them, they could start a new family. A new dynasty, even. With either Ricky or Wren as matriarch. But being shy and inexperienced, no one wants to make the first move. Eventually, Belphegor plucks up the courage to make a move on Ricky. That's a no. Gurk tries his luck with Wren. No, thank you. Wren then makes a play for Belphegor. Now, this looks promising. With this move, Wren fires the starter gun on the race to be dominant female. But where there are winners, there are losers. Young Gurk eyes up Ricky, but she barely notices him. The chemistry just isn't there, leaving this one awkward double date. Further south, things are getting increasingly uncomfortable at the Whiskers. All eyes are trained on Swift's evicted daughters, Pandy and Mercy, who are refusing to leave. Swift is ready to call time on this unhappy relationship. There'll be no pandering to Pandy or clemency for Mercy. The younger girls are unsettled by their mother's ruthlessness. It could be one of them next. Bria has seen all this mother-daughter drama before. It's not his business to get involved. But he can show his support with a confident swipe of his scent gland, which reminds everyone that he's the man around here. Job done, Swift resumes the day's other priorities. Family feuds are exhausting. She'd just like to forget all about it and move on. In Ubuntu territory, the two Rovers are still lurking unnoticed by Daisy and her family, who are otherwise occupied. The mystery boys are Pixie and his brother, Jay. They're from neighbouring group, the Zulus. There's no love lost between the two families, but the brothers are here to find some. Daisy is exhausted from being lumbered with the kids all morning. But just as she settles down, her lookout spots something. Not the advancing Rovers, who are keeping a low profile, but someone else whose world has already been turned upside down. How the tortoise got like this is anyone's guess. But with no one coming to his rescue, he's left to sort himself out. The temporary distraction has bought Pixie and Jay enough time to move in closer. Where they discover that the only eligible females Daisy has left are Magali and Mammouf. Two sisters for two brothers. Perfect. If the boys can split Ubuntu's defenses with a two-pronged attack, they could be in with a chance. But Daisy clocks the intruders. Pixie turns on his heels and everyone falls in to give chase. But he vanishes. His tactic leaves Ubuntu's right flank exposed, giving Jay an unguarded way in. Oh, no, you don't. Lost him. Pixie reappears. And the chase is on again. He narrowly escapes a severe beating from Scar. While Mikkel sends Jay packing. Despite their daring maneuvers, the Zulu boys leave empty-handed. Oh well, some you win, some you lose. For Daisy, victory over the Zulu Rovers puts a temporary end to the mayhem surrounding her daughters. She may yet retain a few to help with the childcare. Family planning of a different sort is preoccupying the last of Daisy's missing daughters, the Native. While her family has been chasing off Rovers, she has been courting the attentions of one. And she's on the brink of landing herself quite a catch. As his tracking collar would indicate, Louie was, until recently, the dominant male of a group called Namakwa. But having been kicked out by his partner's new man, he's now single again and available. Unfortunately for the Native, Louie doesn't have the air of one in a hurry to settle down again. Tired of waiting for him to make a move, she takes the initiative. And dispensing with the small talk makes her admiration for him abundantly clear. Louie, divorced dad of 15, turns out to be more than happy to father a few more. Unfortunately, the Native doesn't have much experience of roving males. She's about to learn the hard way that all too often they'll love you and then leave you. And sure enough, having taken full advantage of the young hopeful, Louie slips away, leaving the Native to ponder their brief encounter and what might have been. Things are finally hotting up for the absent Ubuntu girls on their double date. Ricky has crashed Ren and Belphegor's grooming party. She turns her attention to Ren as Belphegor makes his move on her. Poor Gurk doesn't know where to look. Thankfully, something distracts his eye. But there's no escape. He's surrounded by spring fever. Behind him, Ricky has now given up, leaving would-be dominants Ren and Belphegor to it. It looks like Uncle Belphegor has got this wrapped up. Or maybe not. Ren is keeping her options open. Gurk seizes his chance, and Ren responds positively to the youngster's rather bold approach. Belphegor has missed his moment to shine. How could it all go so wrong so quickly? The new lovers embrace for 20 minutes. Belphegor should be putting up a fight for dominance, but instead he opts for a nap. It's too hot to bother contesting it. As long as Ricky doesn't challenge her, Wren will most likely be crowned leader. But it's still very early days. And the course of true love never did run smooth. As the sun sets on a complicated day, the drama is far from over at the Whiskers Burrow. Swift and the rest of the family are on edge as they arrive back for the night. They have company. Pandy and Mercy have still not accepted that they are no longer welcome and are loitering with intent. Pandy has good reason to want readmission. As Swift's eldest daughter, she stands to inherit the Whiskers crown, but she can only do that from within the family. Cast adrift, she'll be just another evictee in the wilderness. With her pups due any day now, Swift could really use the help. But Pandy can't be trusted. Swift needs to put an end to this, once and for all. Finally, the girls get the message. Swift won't allow anyone to endanger her family. Her decisive move would have made her great-grandmother Flower proud. But the turmoil of family change may not yet be over. And for others on the manor, it has only just begun.